Hey, hold on, man. Caitlin Clark might be the greatest player in women's basketball, dog. Hold on, man. You know how good you have to be to play in a position that you don't necessarily play in and still win MVP?
That reaction isn't just excitement. It's pure vindication. What just happened in Puerto Rico wasn't supposed to be possible. Playing out of position in 4 out of 5 games and still earning tournament MVP at the international level is incredibly rare. Yet, Caitlin Clark made it seem effortless.
Standing in front of us.
We gotta take a look at this, man. Hold on.
The TISO MVP of the tournament is none other than Miss Caitlin Clark.
They announced that she came on the floor.
It's undeniable the impact she's made on women's basketball, and here in Puerto Rico, had quite the showing. Her debut with the senior team, the double-double with both points and assists. And in her senior debut, she wins the TISO MVP at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifying tournament here in Puerto Rico.
Let's break down what really happened at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifying tournament in San Juan. USA Basketball decided to try something unconventional. They took one of the top point guards in women's basketball and shifted her to the small forward position, not just briefly, but for most of the tournament. Even with that adjustment, she still outperformed the competition. In the opening game against Mexico on January 23rd, Caitlin Clark played her usual role at point guard and delivered a standout performance. 17 points on highly efficient shooting, mostly threes and layups, along with 12 assists to secure a double-double. That was the version of her everyone expected. After that, however, the coaching staff for USA Basketball decided to experiment further.
Made an instant impact during her first senior footsteps with USA. San Juan, Puerto Rico, Caitlin Clark of USA has been named TISO MVP at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2026 qualifying tournament in San Juan. Making her eagerly anticipated senior tournament debut for her country, Clark lived up to the billing by delivering an excellent display for the reigning champions. Taking USA to a 5-0 clean sweep.
In Game 2 against Puerto Rico, they shifted Caitlin Clark to the small forward position. Her scoring dipped, just 8 points on 33% shooting and 20% from 3, and the offense looked slow and out of sync. But defensively, she adapted well, contributing 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and a block. She reshaped her entire game to fit a role she doesn't play. By Game 3 against Italy, she was still at small forward but found her rhythm again. She scored 12 points with outstanding efficiency, 80% from the field and 66% from beyond the arc, while adding 5 assists. Even while playing out of position, her impact remained strong. What many overlooked was her overall influence on the game. She recorded the best plus-minus on the team. Whenever Clark was on the court, Team USA controlled the game. When she sat, the margins became much closer.
Played Puerto Rico, and I think this game was so sluggish. Now, the thing is, she played her position in the first game, and then all of a sudden, we started putting her at the 3. This is why this is crazy, man. This is why this is crazy. Now, she was playing at the 3 in this game. She had 8 points in this one, 33%, 20 from the 3, had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. So the defense was piped up in this game. I remember going crazy about the defense in this game, but the offense was very sluggish, and she didn't shoot that well in this game, right? Now we go back. We play Italy, and I think she looked way better in this game. Let me see, Caitlin, 12 points, 80% from the field, 66 from the 3, had 5 assists, also had 5 turnovers in this one though. But even with those 5 turnovers, she was kind of like at the end, she threw one way out just to throw it to Paige. She wasn't caring about the turnovers.
Looking at the final tournament stats, Caitlin Clark stood out across the board. She led Team USA in efficiency rating with 14.6, ranked second in scoring at 11.6 points per game on 52.9% shooting, and led the entire tournament with 6.4 assists per game. What makes that even more impressive is the role she was playing. While positioned at small forward, guarding wings and working off the ball, she still created more opportunities for her teammates than anyone else on the roster. In comparison, Kalia Copper led the team in scoring, which fits her style as a natural scorer focused on finding her shot. Meanwhile, Angel Reese dominated the boards, playing to her strengths as a rebounder. But Clark's impact was different. Even when taken out of her primary role and asked to do something unfamiliar, she continued to influence winning in multiple ways reflected across the stat sheet. Leading in both efficiency and assists while playing a position she doesn't typically specialize in highlights more than just versatility. It shows an elite level of basketball intelligence.
So, MVP at the FIBA U19 Women's Basketball World Cup 2021. That's right, y'all read it correctly. This is not her first MVP. This is her second MVP. Man, she might be the greatest player ever, dog. This is crazy. She posted the best average efficiency for her team. 14.6 was the second best score for the USA with 11.6 points, 52.9% shooting. Oh my goodness. And recorded a tournament best 6.4 assists. Come on, dog. Feeding everybody. You get a score. You get a score. You get the score. Oprah with the pass, baby. Now Clark will look to lead the way in the backcourt again when the USA land in Berlin this September and tip off their...
According to an official statement from FIBA, Clark made a strong impression in her long-awaited senior tournament debut, delivering an outstanding performance for the reigning champions. This marked her first senior international appearance since the FIBA Under-19 Women's Basketball World Cup, where she also earned MVP honors, making this her second international MVP award. When you look at the timeline, it becomes even more remarkable. In the 3 years between those tournaments, Caitlin Clark became the all-time leading scorer in NCAA Division I history, led Iowa Hawkeyes women's basketball to back-to-back national championship games, was selected first overall in the WNBA draft, earned Rookie of the Year honors, and was named to the All-WNBA first team. Returning to international play after all that, and immediately winning MVP again, highlights a level of consistency that almost feels routine.
We knew this about Caitlin, right? We knew this. We were like, fam, if y'all put her on the 2024 Olympic team, she is going to do nothing but help the team win. We went over there and we struggled top to bottom with our guards. I mean, if it wasn't for Asia, we was not winning. Honestly, we was not winning the Olympics, right? Caitlin, literally one of the best guards at the time, and people were mad that her fans, including myself, were saying she deserved to be on that roster, man. She has been balling, right? But they had all this other things going on in the background saying, oh, she needed to attend this, attend that. All right, cool, whatever. But we already knew if Caitlin joined the USA team, she was going to absolutely dominate. Hey, fam, let's take a look at this. Just look at this, man. She's top in efficiency, second in points. Angel got the rebounds.
This performance also raises questions about 2024 Summer Olympics roster decisions by USA Basketball. Despite needing playmaking, they left out Caitlin Clark, even though she had already proven herself at every level. In these qualifiers, she showed exactly what she could bring, winning MVP while playing out of position and elevating her teammates. Rather than forcing her own scoring, she focused on facilitating and adapting, demonstrating maturity and elite basketball IQ. Even with open fan voting, her impact was undeniable. Looking ahead, her versatility makes her a key asset for future tournaments, reinforcing that she's not just a scorer or passer, but a complete, team-first player capable of dominating in any role.